Happy Thursday, Rutgers. I'm Rohan Jain.
And I'm Kim Peterman. We've got an awesome show lined up for you. It is Thursday, November 16th, 2017.
Later on, I'll be giving you the regional and big picture forecast for the day.
Sarah Tobias from the Institute for Research on Women will stop by as well.
Lynn Fryer from Health Services will also be here.
We've got a jam-packed show. Let's wake up, Rutgers. Hello and welcome, Rutgers. It's great to be here on this temperate Thursday morning.
We're here to wake you up every Thursday morning this semester with all of the exciting news, events, and weather.
So Rohan, this is your first time hosting. How do you feel?
I feel pretty excited. I always do the weather on Thursdays, but it's fun to do both at once. It's going to be interesting.
Definitely. And this is my first time hosting on Thursday, so it's my first time working with you on Wake Up Rutgers.
I know over the summer we had ops shifts, but this will be interesting. I think I like the dynamic.
Yeah, no, it's definitely fun to work with you again. Definitely today, since we have double guests.
Yeah.
I'd say the most pertinent would be Lynn Fryer, who's coming to talk about the flu season. Have you ever had the flu?
I have not had the flu, thankfully. I took vaccines since I was a kid, so that has not happened, and hopefully it'll stay that way.
Fingers crossed. Yeah, I also have thankfully not had the flu. I've had some very bad colds, but never the flu. And I definitely credit that to getting my vaccine every year. And we're also going to have another exciting guest, Sarah Tobias from the Institute for Research on Women.
I'm excited to hear what she has to say.
Definitely. I know that they're having a lecture tonight, and that's going to be a really interesting thing to hear about. What would you say, have you ever been to any lectures at Rutgers?
I've been to a few. I actually went to the climate symposium yesterday. It was very interesting. I loved being there, and I hope I can go to the future ones.
Oh, cool. Were you there for the entire symposium?
Yeah, I was there for the whole thing. It was about 3 hours long, but it was totally worth it.
Awesome. What was your favorite talk?
Well, I like the sea level rise one. I find that very interesting because as a meteorology major, that kind of want to go in that kind of field. So I find it very fun.
Awesome. It sounds like it was a jam-packed symposium, and we've got a jam-packed show, so don't go anywhere, Rutgers. But before we can get to all of our exciting things, let's see how much you know.
When are Thanksgiving halls closing for Rutgers New Brunswick residents? We'll find out right after this break.
Did you lose your ID? Not sure of what to do? First, send an email to lostcard@aps.rutgers.edu to suspend your card so no one else can use it. Next, visit one of the RU Connection offices to have your lost or stolen ID card replaced. There is an office located on every campus. Rutgers Hall on College Avenue is open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. The Bush, Cook Douglas, and Livingston campus housing offices are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 5 p.m. The Public Safety Card office is open from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Fridays. You will need to pay for your new ID with $20 in RU Express. If you don't have RU Express, you can go to the cashier's office next to Records Hall before getting a new ID. Make sure to provide a form of unexpired government-issued photo identification when asking for a new ID. It's that easy to replace your ID. Make sure to keep it in a safe place so you don't lose it again. For more information and a more detailed explanation, visit pst.rutgers.edu/rules.php.
Welcome back, Rutgers. Before the break, we asked, when are halls closing for Thanksgiving for Rutgers New Brunswick residents? Now it's time to find out the answers. Residence halls close for Thanksgiving break next Wednesday, November 22nd at 7 p.m., which is very important to know. If you're making vacation plans and you live on campus, make sure that you're out of your hall by 7 p.m. so that they don't throw you out, or and you have all your stuff out as well, so you it's not locked inside there. Other things that are important to planning are weather. Let's find out more about this coming week's weather with Rohan, Rain, Jain.
Thank you, Kim. Hello again, Rutgers. I'm Weather Watcher Rohan, Rain, Jain here for your forecast. Let's get right into it. So we'll start off by looking at the clouds for New Jersey. As you can see, if you look probably outside, we have a lot of clouds, but those will dissipate as the day continues, leaving for a lot thinner clouds, and the sun will peek through occasionally. This is our radar for today. As you can see, we have some lingering rainfall going on. That'll stop soon, around 10 or so, and it will not be bad. The sun will peek through, as I said. That'll be the last rain we see for a while. So morning low, we have 49 degrees, way above average. Average is around 36 degrees, but because of the humid weather, it's been very warm outside. Average high is 55 degrees. The record in sunrise and sunset are at the bottom of your screen. Now, the weather headlines, we have overcast day this morning, as I previously mentioned, but it will become mostly sunny later on in the day. Windy days ahead, and we have average temperatures. So looking at the regional high temperatures for the Northeast, we have 45 degrees in Oneonta, 58 in Baltimore, 58 and 57 in Camden and New York, respectively. It's going to be fairly consistent throughout New Jersey, and 52 degrees in Providence. Now, going to the low temperatures for tonight, we have 26 degrees in Oneonta, way below freezing, around 36 in Camden, New York, fairly consistent again throughout New Jersey, and 40 degrees in Baltimore. Now, looking at today, we have a high of 57 degrees, right on average, cloudy skies, but they will dissipate, as I previously mentioned, by afternoon, leaving for some sunny skies. Winds 10 to 15 miles an hour. We could have gusts up to 26 miles an hour, so definitely plan for that. Now, day planner, 51 degrees, 10 a.m., cloudy skies. It becomes mostly cloudy at 2 p.m., 57, mostly sunny, 6 p.m. at 50, and then at 10 p.m. it becomes 42 degrees. Now, low for tonight, 33 degrees, mostly clear skies, winds 10 to 15 miles an hour. Again, there will be a slight gust over 20 miles an hour, so it'll be very chilly. The wind chill will be in the high 20s. So if you're going outside, I suggest bring a jacket with you, and some gloves and hats will help too. Now, looking at the regional radar, we have winds continuing in Washington. It's been going on for the past week, and it's not going to stop anytime soon. In California and in Lake Tahoe, we have a lot of snowfall, almost 2 feet of snow in the mountains. And then that storm is going to go into the Rockies, bringing more snowfall there. And as you can see in the Northeast, we have the front which brought us rain this morning. That is going away, leaving for a bit warmer temperatures. Now, Friday, we have a high of 49 degrees, sunny skies, and winds at 10 to 50 miles an hour again. And Friday night, partly cloudy skies, 30 degrees and 5 mile an hour winds. They do die down significantly, and the moon will peek through. Now, as I step out for your 5-day forecast, we have Friday, 49 degrees, 30 degrees, and Saturday, 57 high, 44 low, a bit warmer than Friday. Sunday, we have a chance of some rain in the morning, 50 degrees, and a low of 29 degrees, much colder than Saturday. And Monday, also 29 degree low. But Monday and Tuesday are mostly sunny skies, so we shouldn't expect any rain for those 2 days. To stay updated, you can go to channel 23.1 every 15 minutes. You can follow us on Facebook at RU Weather Watcher, follow us on Twitter at RUTBWW, hashtag RUWeather, or you can go to our website, weatherwatcher.rutgers.edu. I'm Weather Watcher Rohan Jain. Have a good day, Rutgers.
Thanks, Rohan. Definitely with that wind coming up, it's important to wear some weather-appropriate weather so you're not blown away. But don't fly away on that breeze just yet, Rutgers. We're going to be back with some news and events and our 2 interviews after this break.
Transform free time this winter into degree credits. In just a few weeks, you can advance toward your goals in the intensive, fast-paced winter session. Choose from over 150 courses in a wide range of fields. This winter session will be featuring the course Dracula, Facts and Fiction. No, not that Dracula. Students will learn the actual history of Dracula in the online course. There's also a winter session Snapchat challenge where students can earn a chance to win free RU swag. and students who participate in all 3 challenges will be entered to win free tuition for a winter course. There are in-person, online, and hybrid courses available. Registration is currently open until December 4th without a late fee, so make sure you register today.
Registering for classes can be quite stressful without preparation. Here are some guidelines to make sure you're set for future semesters. First, become familiar with Course Schedule Planner. There, you can build several preferred schedules and sort through lists of offered classes as well as choosing times and days that work best for you. You can also save schedules that you create, so all that's left to do is register on your specified day. Just go to sims.rutgers.edu/CSP. Still unsure of which classes to take? Stop by any of the academic advising offices on campus to speak with deans and advisors to map out a schedule that's right for you. For all information regarding academic advising and registration, check out sasundergrad.rutgers.edu. It's also on Facebook under SAS Academic Services and on Twitter at SAS Advising, #RUPrepared.
Welcome back, Rutgers. Let's find out what's happening with the world today by checking out our news and events.
A groundbreaking collection of Soviet nonconformist art was donated in its entirety to the Jain Zimmerly Art Museum here at Rutgers University last week. Nancy Norton Dodge donated the generous gift, which is the single largest gift in Rutgers history. This personal collection given to the Zimmerly consists of more than 17,000 artworks in all media. They have an estimated value of more than $34 million. Additionally, the Avenir Foundation donated $10 million to the Zimmerly Art Museum. Some of the new gifts are already on view at the Zimmerly in the exhibition commemorating the Russian Revolution. New Chancellor Debadata said that the gifts make Zimmerly one of the most unique art institutions in the world. The gifts also make it possible for the Zimmerly to look beyond Russia to the different strains of nonconformist art in other Soviet republics.
So that was really cool. It's definitely interesting that they have already made an exhibit with it, and it would be really cool to check out, and I can't wait to see what others they have.
Yeah, after my last exam on Monday, I'd love to go there and check it out. It seems very interesting.
Definitely. Have you been to the Zimmerly before?
I went there once before last year for an event. It was lots of fun, lots of amazing artwork there, and I can't wait to go there again.
Yeah, the Zimmerly is definitely one of the things that makes life at Rutgers more enjoyable and a lot less easy. One thing that makes life not easy is adapting to civilian life after the military, particularly when it comes to finding employment. Last year, there were 453,000 unemployed veterans in the United States, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. That's almost 500,000. Thanks to Vets for Warriors, a confidential national 24/7 peer support network for service members, veterans, and their families operating outside of Rutgers University Behavioral Health Care, the transition is eased by providing solutions for physical, mental, or social challenges before they turn into a crisis. According to Major General Mark Graham, director of Vets for Warriors, their peer support specialists make over 1,100 contacts each week with veterans, those on active duty, and family members for reasons ranging from anxiety, loneliness, depression, and post-traumatic stress disorder to financial and relationship issues. Veterans can reach out to peers who understand the culture and the connections made in the military. They also do their best to match callers to peers of the same gender and military branch, along with military family members who can provide peer support to spouses and parents who are struggling with the demands that come with having a loved one who is serving or has just returned home. The network is available via phone at 855-838-8255, live chat, or text. So that's definitely a very important service for veterans, those serving, and their families to be aware of.
Yeah, I've heard that it's very difficult for veterans to adjust to the civilian life from their service. So it's nice to have someone to talk to about anything.
Definitely. If you are having any problems, it's an important discussion to have. If you're not a veteran and you are a Rutgers student, CAPS is always available if you need to discuss any emotional issues.
Speaking of important discussions, the Center for American Women in Politics is hosting a discussion called The Presidency in Black and White, My Close-Up View of the White House and Race in America, in honor of the author, White House correspondent, and CNN political analyst April Ryan. Some of her many accomplishments include being named the 2017 National Association of Black Journalists of the Year. She happens to be the only black female reporter covering urban issues from the White House, and her latest book release was called At Mama's Knees, Mother and Race and Black and White, where she looks at race relations through the lessons and wisdom that mothers give their children. This event will be held tonight at 7 p.m. in Trays Hall at the Douglas Student Center. For more information and to register, head to cawp.rutgers.edu.
So yeah, that's a really important event to know about.
Yeah, it's amazing. First of all, congratulations, and it's amazing how she has done so much.
Definitely, and it's great that Rutgers is able to bring such a involved and important speaker to the school to educate students here. Another important discussion to raise awareness about is autism, which you can learn about with Crafts for a Cause from the Akil Autism Foundation, which will be held on Friday, November 17th, 2017, from 2 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. The Akil Autism Association will be making the craft of design your own puzzle pieces, which can be designed to your liking, then strung together on twine. The project will be donated to the Douglas Developmental Disability Center in New Brunswick, where it will be displayed to show support for autistic Rutgers students. For more information, visit rutgers.campuslabs.com and click the Events tab. So that's definitely a fun way to raise awareness for something, making puzzle pieces that go together like people.
Mm-hmm. One of the many things I love about Rutgers is how there's so many events that raise awareness to so many issues. Every week there's something new.
Definitely, and that seems to be one of the fun ones with the coloring and putting things on twine. But yeah, have you done any cool crafty events at Rutgers?
I have not, but I wish I did. I heard it's an amazing stress reliever. Maybe later on I might do some, but as of right now I've not done anything yet.
Okay. To learn more about events and opportunities at Rutgers, we'll be interviewing not one, but two guests after this break.
It's important to stay safe and be aware of your surroundings on and off campus. Need some tips on personal safety and how to look out for others?
Yes!
Well, you're in luck, because Night's Watch Safety Program is coming to Rutgers. The goal of this campaign is to focus specifically on physical safety, provide programming to change the misperception that Rutgers isn't a safe place, and educate students about the resources on campus. Here's some useful tips to stay safe. Lock your doors at all times, even when you're just going next door. Most thefts occur in less than 1 minute. Get to know your neighbors and people on your floor and building. This will make it easier to spot strangers. Take precautions when walking alone on campus, especially at night. Keep personal belongings in view while in class, the library, lab, etc. Don't update your Facebook or Twitter status with your location on it. Don't put where you live or any other personal information on your profile page. This makes it easier for thieves to track you. To learn more about the campaign, be sure to visit staysafe.rutgers.edu.
Welcome back, Rutgers. It's time for our first interview. Dr. Sarah Tobias is here from the Institute for Research on Women. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
It's our pleasure to have you. So what is the Institute for Research on Women?
We are a small Rutgers unit that focuses on research on women, gender, and sexuality, on bringing together activists and academics, and on creating community on the Rutgers campus. And our mission extends to Newark and to Camden as well as New Brunswick.
Wow, that's a lot of places to reach. What events do you have? And I know you have a theme for them, so what's that?
Yes, we have an annual theme every year. This year's theme is the perils of populism. We have a distinguished lecture series, a faculty graduate student seminar, and an undergraduate learning community that are all tied to this theme. Our event tonight, as part of our distinguished lecture series, we have a panel called Truth, Power, and the Media, which should be very interesting, with 3 distinguished speakers. We have Jessie Daniels from Hunter College, who is an expert on internet expressions of racism. We have Bilge Yesso from the College of Staten Island, who is an expert on video surveillance and digital technologies. And we have a journalist, Sarah Leonard from The Nation. So it should be a really interesting conversation, and everyone is welcome.
Definitely sounds like it will be an interesting conversation. How did you pick the speakers?
You know, we are very careful with our speakers. We spend a lot of time trying to make sure we have an interdisciplinary, engaged program that brings together people from different walks of life. And so we try to make sure that our events are also balanced. So we make sure that if we have sociologists in one event, we might have people from a completely different discipline in another event, and plan the entire program out in the summer.
Wow, that's a lot. How does that then tie into the living learning community?
Our learning community is actually not a living learning community. Okay. It is the only non-living learning community there is. It's an undergraduate community where students meet over food. It's over food and fun, and learn to do research. We mentor them. Our students are mentored by people in our faculty graduate seminar and by other affiliates. And the work they produce is connected to our theme. So this year our students are doing podcasts connected with resistance and populism. And there'll be a festival in the Douglas Student Center at the end of the semester on one of the reading days where you can go and listen to the podcasts that our students are making. And enrollment is currently open for the spring semester. So we encourage interested undergraduates who want to do something like this. And it's a very special community. It's a small space within a gargantuan Rutgers. We encourage people to apply.
Great. And is there an application deadline?
It's rolling, and we can only take a small number of students. So if you are interested, get your application in pretty soon. The materials you can access from our website.
Great. And then do you have any other lectures coming up this semester?
This semester we have a lecture on December the 7th by a German scholar, and her name is Sabine Haag, and it's also connected to the Perils of Populism, our annual theme. And next calendar year, we have 2 more lectures. We have Michael Kimmel talking about angry white men. That's the theme of his talk. And we have Amrita Basu talking about the perils of Hindu nationalism and in India. And so those are also obviously connected to the perils of populism, and we're looking forward to them. They should both be good events.
They definitely sound like they will be. Where can students go to find out more about what the IRW has to offer?
They could go to our website. It is irw.rutgers.edu, and we are very happy to welcome people to our events and to all our programming, actually. So
great.
We encourage it.
Thank you again for coming in and for that very informative interview. We'll be back with another interview right after this break.
Thank you.
Do you like kicking back in your free time? Sometimes the dorms can get stuffy and boring, so head on over to the Rutgers Zone. Need somewhere to watch sports? Need to satisfy that ice cream craving? Or are you tired of your old video games? Rutgers Zone is where you need to visit. Enjoy some games, food, TV, karaoke, and so much more. And don't forget to ask for those ice cream toppings. With all of the cool things at the Rutgers Zone, why would you even leave? If you are on Livingston campus, make sure you swing by the Rutgers Zone, just a bus stop away. For more information, please visit zone.rutgers.edu.
Welcome back, Rutgers. Lynn Fryer from Health Services is here and will be teaching us about the health centers and how to stay healthy this flu season. So hi, Lynn. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for inviting me. It's great to be here.
Yeah, our pleasure. So where are the health centers?
So there are 3 health centers at Rutgers University. The largest and main health center is on College Avenue on Bishop Place, which is across from the new Honors College and Academic Building. The satellite health centers, one is at Cook Douglas Health Center, which is in the IFNH building on Cook campus, and the third is on Livingston Health Center, Bush Livingston Health Center, which is on Avenue E on Livingston campus.
Great. And what services do they provide for students?
We provide lots of services: primary care, episodic care for illness and injury. We provide immunizations, a lot of women's health care and STI screening for men and women. We provide trans care. We have specialists in sports medicine and travel medicine, pretty much anything a college student could need.
That's great. That's very extensive. Can anyone walk in, or do they need an appointment?
We work by appointment, and appointments can be made online or by calling the health center, which is 848-932-7402.
I find it very impressive that you have a phone number memorized in this day and age. So what health tips do you have for as we're coming up on cold and flu season?
So a couple things. One is hand washing and personal hygiene. If you are coughing or sneezing, if you cough or sneeze into your sleeve, that helps reduce the spread of germs. If you are sick, staying home and keeping your germs at home. And also the flu vaccine is an important tool that we have to help prevent the spread of flu. Every year the flu season is different, and it does take 2 weeks for the flu vaccine to be effective, so it's good to be proactive and get it prior to the flu season being in full swing.
Great. And for students who are concerned about this, is the flu vaccine helpful, or does it make you sick?
The flu vaccine is not a live vaccine. It does not cause the flu, and some people experience arm soreness or mild side effects after the vaccination, but overall it is very helpful in helping prevent flu illness.
Great. And where can students get the flu vaccine?
The flu vaccine can be, an appointment can be scheduled online for a nurse appointment by calling the health center or scheduling online. And you can also come to our flu vaccine clinic, which will be on November 28th at College Ave Student Center. And the hours of the clinic will be from 12 to 8. No appointment is needed, and we're hoping for a good turnout.
Great. And where can students go for more information on the health centers?
They can go to health.rutgers.edu. We also have social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and they can join that for health updates and event updates.
Well, thank you so much for coming in again. It's great to know all the services that the health centers have to offer us. Don't go away, Rutgers. We'll be back with more right after this break.
This is Kate. Kate never utilized the many great resources Rutgers has to offer. Now, Kate doesn't have a job. Don't want to end up like Kate? Then you should go to University Career Services. University Career Services provides career-related counseling, resources, and programs to help individuals clarify academic and career goals, establish career plans, develop job search skills, and make successful career transitions. The mission is to build relationships with alumni, employers, and graduate schools to optimize internship, job, and career opportunities. From workshops and webinars to fairs and other recruiter visits, the staff within University Career Services works tirelessly to prepare students and connect them to the world of work. For more information, visit careers.rutgers.edu.
Welcome back, Rutgers. So we just had two really great interviews that taught us about a lot of things coming up at Rutgers. What do you plan to do this weekend with any of those events or others?
Well, I have an exam on Sunday, so I'm not going to be going outside my apartment this weekend, unfortunately. But this Thanksgiving, actually, I have a lot of things planned as well. I'm going to be going to Cincinnati for Thanksgiving. What are you going to be doing?
My family hosts Thanksgiving, so we're just going to be having 20 people invade our home and take our food. Yeah, so that'll be a lot of fun coming up next week. Well, Rutgers, that'll do it for today's episode.
For more events happening this week, you can go to getinvolved.rutgers.edu or ruevents.rutgers.edu.
Follow us on Facebook by searching RU Network, or follow us on Twitter by searching @Wake Up Rutgers. We love hearing from you.
Thanks again for tuning in, and to Dr. Tobias and Lynn for joining us. I'm Rohan Jain.
And I'm Kim Peterman. Have a great day, Rutgers, and we'll see you on Monday.